Hiya, I'm Mika, and welcome back to Myst III Exile. I am currently writing future. If I keep in mind that all of these are quarter circles, that's future, then to the lower left we had power, and to the lower right is motion? No, motion's at the bottom. So we're looking for energy. Where is energy in relation to power? Energy is over here related to power. So I suppose energy is going to end up on the left side. And that's half circle big. We've got half circle big. Then we got spike with the two quarter circles. Then we got a half circle here. And a 3/4 circle here. So we have energy, future, powers here. And it looks like we only have a big quarter circle over on the right side, so it's going to be small half circle down here. And it looks like that's going to attach here. Then we got another small half circle here. No, it's a 3/4 circle. With how tight it is, that's 3/4 circle. And then we got the quarter circle big, and that's power. And then motion. Motion as this lower one. For just looking at big and small pieces, we've got a big half circle, quarter circle. Or is that a half circle? Lower left, upper circle. I could definitely see it as half circle on the upper one. I've got this as a half circle. And I've got this, this. We have one, and we'll see. You need to be quieter. Let's see if writing that here works. Because I still don't have where each one should be. I don't even know if this one necessarily is the ultimate lesson. Half circle pointy. Then we got, looks like big half circle here still. And then it's going to be little 3/4, little small. Future. Energy is this and this. Right? That's what it looks like. Here we have motion, which looks like this to me. Then we have did I get my symbols wrong? Did I orient them incorrectly? Because I've already sort of confirmed that there's a wraparound system. And one would assume that if I'd gotten it correct, this would start glowing maybe to show that power is going through it. Maybe I did it on the wrong one. But so far I've gotten no indication as to which one would be the correct one. And it's also, to my mind, equally possible that I'd have to do all of them, you know, to get it correct. No, it doesn't meet up. Then we have this. Am I sure I'm getting it right? Given I've tried putting it in all three of these locations, I see a handful of possibilities. One, I might need to put in all three of these different terms into there. Two, I could have gotten the symbols themselves incorrect. Three, I could have gotten the location of the symbols incorrect. Four, I could have to do all three of these words. I could have to do all three of these words in order to get it correct. I need to step back. Let's review. I can't... This is in the way. This would be a lovely place to actually stand back and look at all of them, but it's... Ugh. Ugh. We have nature... Hold on, I wrote it down. Nature and courage. Nature's up there, and courage is back here. And that does make sense. Nature and courage. That follows with how they're sort of written. We have change, and we have force. They aren't next to each other in the way that I would necessarily expect. If I'm saying it could wrap around that way, then there's no real way to get a sense for the exact orientation. Motion is down here. Motion, future. Future's right there. That just breaks all of the rules. They are on separate rows, and they aren't even diagonally in the same way that encourage, which is right there, and nature are. We'll have to figure it out, though. We have nature encourages mutual dependence. Nature encourage mutual dependence. Shit. dependence and nature are on the same line, and so is mutual and encourage. Shit. Maybe I'm making this puzzle more complicated than it needs to be. Maybe instead of it being future energy... future energy powers motion, it should legitimately be energy powers future motion. If we assume it's sort of read like English, top to bottom, right to left. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these. And I know I don't need to. It's inefficient. Some of those lights match up with what they're supposed to be anyway. But I need to clear it from my head. Energy. Powers. Future. Motion. That could be the wrong one. Although it looks like I don't need to change the bottom one, because this one goes up here, this one goes over here, and that one goes up there. That's energy now. If this one goes over here... Yeah. And now I just need... That's energy powers future. Energy powers future motion is not, in fact, doing it. Not up there. So we can try over here. That's energy. Powers. Future. Motion. Shit. Should just get back to transcribing all three. Since I don't have an order, I can just transcribe it circle for circle. That looks like big half circle. Little 3/4 circle. Yeah, little 3/4 circle. Nature encourages. Well, there's dependence. I'll jot down dependence while I'm here. Dependence, we got lower circle. Nature dependence mutual. There's encourage, which is just mirrored dependence. Mutual. It was somewhere on here. Here it is. Big half circle. Sorry, big quarter circle left is what it looks like. And there's probably little half circle. Okay. Nature encourages mutual dependence. Dynamic. Oh, gross. What the fuck? It's big. You can see the dots, sort of. You can't really see the dots. I thought I was seeing dots on, like, which ones were big and which ones are small. Dynamic. That's a fun way to write that. Big 3/4 circle, I'd have to guess. Then we got little half circle here. With little lip here. Little upper here, little outer here. Little connecting up. Dynamic forces. Spur change. Ah, spur, hello. As long as we're here. It's a little circle with a little horizon in it. Then it's going to be hup, 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 hup. Okay, spur. Change cycle, future merge. We're looking for forces change. Forces change. Chaos, society, mutual. Ah, force. Hello. Dynamic forces spur change. Change. Hey. Chaos. Fuck. That's not change. That's not change. Oh shit. There's change. Change. Right. Fruit. We had change already. We knew change. Got you. And the little leaves. And then it's a half circle. Balanced systems stimulate civilizations. Balanced systems stimulate civilizations. Balanced systems stimulate. Our civilization, at the very least. It's a big quarter circle up top with 2 little quarter circles. Then we got this. Okay. Civilization. We're looking for stimulate systems balanced. Shit. We don't have any of those. Balanced systems stimulate civilizations. Balanced systems stimulate civilizations. Balanced systems stimulate civilizations. Oh, they're all on the torn fucking rags you're wearing, motherfucker! Balanced systems. Balanced systems. Yeah, no, there's no balanced, there's no systems, no stimuli. Unless we're looking for synonyms and otherwise, we don't got that. It's gonna be real loud. Give me a second. I hate how loud you are. I'm gonna leave that one up top. Let's figure this out. Let's consider the possibility that we actually need to manually connect this red line to this gray line. It's possible. This red line arguably connects. Is there another possibility to make it connect if it isn't technically connected? If I put this down here, it would connect the outer loop like this, it would connect to that, and then I could put this one up here, and then it would connect to the glowing one. If it has to be the outer rings. But let's not work on that assumption just yet. Let's take this one step at a time. Nature. Encourages. Right, that's encouraging. Yeah, that's encouraging. Mutual. We've got big line here. Nature encourages mutual dependence. Dynamic. It goes all the way down here. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. Yeah, no, that looks like dynamic to me. Dynamic forces. Spur. Change. Nothing. So I haven't solved it yet. Guys, you sure are tedious sometimes. Love you. Fuck. No, I didn't. You're so loud. You're so loud. What if we rearrange these words? If I put this one up here, Need the connection to be up in this corner. We might be able to get that if we just switch these two. So that's, we've got spur, we've got forces, we've got dynamic. So now let's throw a change in here. Those bolts don't appear to be buttons. The center's just to zoom out. Am I missing a button? I have no reason to believe this, but what if, instead of lighting up the coils that I'm using, I need to light up the negative space? That just turns it on and off, man. Can I see your robes? Excuse me. Shit. Energy powers future motion. It's on the right page, towards the middle. Dynamic forces spur change. Nature encourages mutual dependence. It's on the lower left. But does that make sense? So many of these have been intentional, and both of those are lower. 2 of these are lower. But I don't have jack shit to work with, so we're trying it. Gonna try on this one. After this, I don't genuinely think I have any other ideas. Energy. Powers. Future. Motion. This one would have to be dynamic forces change. Spur change. Dynamic forces spur change. If position on the page in Atris's book, written decades after he made these, is even relevant to this puzzle. Because that feels random, and they don't do random usually. Dynamic forces spur change. And then up here would have to be nature encourages mutual dependence. Is that nature? That's nature. There we go. Encourages nature encourages mutual dependence. Fuck. Fuck. Is there a button on this lever? No, it just looks like it's pulling the lever. Is there a button down under the lever? Is there a button on the back of the orb here? That looks like it's a button. It's not gonna let me push it though. Fuck. 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 I just lowered it. Zooms out. Alright, that opens it, and then all of that is zoom out. It feels like there's something I'm missing. I don't know what it could be. It feels like there's something I'm missing. And I don't know what it could be. I feel like I'm ever so close. And I feel like I could figure it out. I feel like I'm ever so close. And yet it still eludes me. I don't know what it could possibly be. I don't know what. Maybe a button's missing. I don't want to use the hint book. I don't want to use it yet. I feel oh so close. I feel too close to use it. But I've nothing else in my head. What the fuck am I doing? I haven't a clue. What the fuck am I doing? Perhaps you know. Do you? Probably. I mean, someone in the comments already said that they're a fan of the franchise, meaning that they probably played this one. I don't know what I'm missing. I wanna cry. Just a little bit. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves and optimize on that day. I hope to see you then. Bye.